Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this residential covered patio. Now I believe this is going to be aluminized steel ceiling. So there's one comment that I'll be making here in just a minute. We have a TV set over here on this back wall, a sliding door over here, and our seating positions basically over here. I have three different models here just so you can see what the actual coverage would be with the options that I'm going to show. Let's go into the overall dimensions. Overall dimensions, I have 12 foot by 19 foot. And here I have the ceiling height at 7 foot 6 inches from the ground, from up here down to the ground. And then over here I have it at 8 foot 2. So this is a slope ceiling. And let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. So as far as the lighting fixtures here, I have them centered within that 12 foot span. So that would be 6 foot off this wall. And I think I have them at 4 foot 9 inches from center to center. So from here to here, 4 foot 9. And then from here to here, 4 foot 9. This is in the center of the actual 12 foot, or excuse me, 19 foot span. And let's see if there's anything else. I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and turn off the dimensions for a second. And so what I want to say about the aluminized steel ceiling is that structurally, I don't know how how much weight the aluminized steel can handle and how you can actually fix the heaters to that structure. So that's something that you'd have to talk to the designer or manufacturer of the ceiling roof area in order to do that. So that's not a comment or suggestion I can actually make. So I'm going to just make the suggestion about heater placement, not as far as fixing the heaters to the actual structure itself. All right, so I think that's about it. First thing I'm going to show you is many people will ask me questions in reference to how about if I just place them on this outside edge, and how would that coverage actually look. So what I've done here is place 2 of the SlimLine 4,000 watt units. Now, based on this height overall, you may want to either use a control system or possibly a 3,000 watt unit, because this would probably be too hot in a lot of the times of the year. And in any case, what I've done is attached them to the ceiling. The reason I attached them to the ceiling is because if you attach it to a vertical surface like this, the maximum tilt angle you're going to get is 45 degrees, so it'll be another 15 degrees up, and the coverage won't be as well, especially for the seating area down here. And also, I'm choosing the SlimLine because SlimLines, even if you change the angle, the clearance above the heater can stay the same with the original OEM bracket, whereas the C series and the W series, once you change the angle, anything that's combustible above it, then it has to drop down an additional 6 inches, and I don't wish to do that, so that's why I'm choosing these 2 units over here. Again, 3,000 watt or 4,000 watt based upon how much heat you really like. And if you use the 4,000 watt, you truly want to consider the control system itself. So 6 inches of clearance. Now you can, if it's non-combustible, to say this is alumawood, then you're allowed to move it closer. However, I'm not quite sure how that aluminum wood reacts to the heat output around the heater, so I would minimize the clearance to that 6 inches. If it is combustible, it's 6 inch requirement no matter what. So I do have them 6 inches off of this beam. All right, let's go ahead and see what the footprint of heat looks like with these 2 units over here. And you can see here that you are getting a good portion of the right side of the patio, and pretty much once you're 8 foot out, that's about as much as you're going to really feel comfortable with. The maximum throw is going to be probably Not enough for over here, but that's something you'd have to consider based on what you're looking for. Some people like to, consider the actual view of the heater itself from inside of the property looking out, and that's how that would kind of look there. So again, this is not going to be my preferred option, but this is something that can work. It just doesn't heat up this left side here as much as you would really think. So all right, let's go ahead and look at another option. Another option would be placing two of the same 4,000 or 3,000 watt units above. I have these centered within the patio span itself, and then from heater to heater, you can see I'm on top of or below the actual light fixture, so that might be an issue. But you can see here I have these at 7 feet center to center, and that's going to be kind of a position as far as what you really want. You could move these over. I think what I've done here is this heater on the left side here is 4 feet off this edge over here, so you can move it. Let me go ahead and first show you the footprint of heat this direction, and then if I was to just kind of move it so that it's more centrally located, it would be something like that, which is only about 1.5 feet, and you can see we're missing now the actual light up here as well as over here. But now your seating position over here isn't covered as well, and it's really not covered as well over here, to say the same. So this is not one of my suggestions either. Another thing too is when you lay the heaters in this configuration going parallel with that slope section, the 6-inch clearance starts on this left side, and you're gonna have to come up with your own brackets. Let's see if I have that here. Yeah, so this side here is almost a 4-inch longer bracket, and this side over here is roughly 1.5 inches. So you might use like a 2-inch longer bracket, and maybe a 4-inch longer bracket over here. Maybe you can customize your own bracket by just lifting this component up here and adding a spacer between the two to get the actual slope, so that this is running plumb or flush or straight across. You don't want these heaters at angles in any way, because what will happen is the wire inside of the element, it'll start to droop downhill and then gang up on one side, and then it'll eventually cause it to just burn out after a short period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and move these back over here so you can see what my true coverage was going to look like. Again, it's still not the best because we're not heating up the right side over here, as I said. In any case, that's that option. And then the final option would be something like this, where we're using just 2 units going this direction. And I believe, let's go ahead and look at the distance apart. Now this one's a little bit higher on the left side than the one on the right, but we have them at 6 foot center to center. And what I would kind of suggest is, again, this would be okay with out of control using a 4,000 watt unit. This would be a questionable at 4,000, so you might consider this to be a 3,000. Although, another thing I didn't mention before is this is the exposed side of the patio, so this is, the resident itself, so there's the wind is going to come through either this direction or this direction, and this is the most exposed side over here. So maybe a 4,000 with a control would be the best option, so you have that perfect amount of heat that you're looking for during that time. So let me go ahead and turn this off here as well real quick. And that, and then let's see if there's anything else I wanted to mention about this. So what I've done here is just located the heaters. I think I have it at a certain distance. Let's double check that here from this outer edge, and there we go. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to go from, let's just go from the outside edge of this structure itself, and you can see here, I hope, yeah, there we go. We have it at 6'7", and 3/4 from this outside edge to the center of the 2 heaters. And that, to me, looks like the best option. Another thing I just to mention too is the fact that, you know, if this is the seating position and there's a cold day and you want to, you know, change this up a little bit, it would be pretty easy just to move, you know, this chair to, let's say, over here, and this position over here would be much more efficient as far as the heat for this seating position like this. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. You have an excellent day.